spend a kid-free day with us
at Epic Universe
in the middle of the summer. Hi everyone, it's Ashley from Once Upon a Wardrobe. In this vlog, we will explore Epic Universe and primarily focus on Dark Universe and the Wizarding World portals. Our goal when we got there was to head straight to Monsters Unchained because it had a 10-minute wait, but we got very distracted by the Super Nintendo Star Store, which is located right next to the Super Nintendo portal. If you are a Super Nintendo fan, you must check out this store. It's stunning and you will immediately recognize the music that is playing, and please remember to always look up in these stores. This was our first time in Dark Universe. When we brought our kids the previous day, they were too afraid to go in, so I was so excited to get to explore this portal. Dark Universe is inspired by the classic Universal monsters. Once you enter, you are stepping into the village of Darkmoor, a place where humans and monsters reside. When this portal was first announced, I was a little bit afraid that it was going to be like a permanent Halloween Horror Nights, but it is nothing like that. While you might encounter classic characters like Frankenstein's monster, the Bride of Frankenstein, Igor, and the Invisible Man, there are not any jump scares that are happening here. We were immediately greeted by a performer who told the tale of the Phantom of the Opera, and naturally, Jared was picked to be the Phantom. We really enjoyed this interaction, and the team member was so talented.
The Phantom of the Opera.
If you are a fan of the classic horror films, I would highly recommend taking time to check out the details of this land. There are nods to Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, as well as the Invisible Man. By the time we made it to Monsters Unchained, it stated that it had a 35-minute wait. It was basically a walk-on. The line moved so quickly that honestly I wished I had more time to take in all of the sets for the queue. Monsters Unchained has a 48-inch height requirement and is a motion simulator ride similar to Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. You are invited to the Frankenstein Manor, where Victoria Frankenstein wants to show you how she's learned to control the monsters. You will encounter many classic monsters, and at times the animatronics are intense, so if your kiddo is going on this ride, just make sure they are okay with these scary images, because it can get to be a little bit much for the little ones. right, so we just did Monsters Unchained. What are your thoughts?
Lots of creatures.
Was it fun?
Yes.
What would you rate that out of 10?
I'm going to go 6.
I know. Also, friends, Tashi is here today. Tashi and Brayden. I'm gonna give it an 8. I will say the queue, the line, that's 10 out of 10. I was stressed about getting sick, and I didn't have any issues at all. Brayden is trying to talk me into Chris the Werewolf. We'll see if that's successful, because I'm worried about getting sick on that. But we're gonna go check out the Burning Blade and explore Darkmoor a little bit more. And anything else?
Felt like the queue was a big setup, and the ride was kind of just, I don't want to say disappointment, but I expected more out of the ride. But you could definitely tell that a lot of work got put into it.
Agree to disagree. It's a hot take. Didn't get to see the pre-show. I was gonna say that was the only bummer for me, but everything else I loved because I love Frankenstein. Bride of Frankenstein, they are my favorite monsters. That's what my outfit, you can't see it. It's inspired by today. So anyway, we're gonna check out the Burning Blade, get some quick bites.
Hopefully find the Invisible Man.
The Burning Blade Tavern is a quick service restaurant that is inspired by the windmill scene from the 1931 Frankenstein film. It catches fire roughly every 15 to 30 minutes. A bell will toll to let you know that it's happening. We were lucky enough to stumble upon a monster hunter who let us be a part of igniting the blade. You can mobile order here, but we just walked in and ordered at the counter. Seating is very limited inside, but there are tables out to the right of the tavern. This is considered to be a place where monster hunters unwind. You can find their hunts behind the counter, and we also met some monster hunters inside. For drinks, I ordered the crossbow, and Jared got the cocktail called My Only Weakness. Both were excellent, but the crossbow was my favorite drink of the entire day. For food, we ordered the Hunter's Garlic Steak and the Burning Cheddar Bites.
Very good. It's like a cheese ball. It's not like solid. It's not pull apart cheese. There's no cheese pull, but ooh, that is good.
Before we headed out, we stopped by the Curse of the Werewolf, but the wait was about an hour, so we passed. I really wanted to meet the monster in the Bride of Frankenstein, but they weren't out yet. They meet next to the bathrooms in Darkmoor and have set times throughout the day. If you kindly ask a team member, they will let you know about what time they will appear. We decided to head into the Wizarding World because we saw that the battle at the Ministry had dropped to 120 minutes from 180. The Wizarding World portal is based off of the movie Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Once you enter the portal, you are transported to the streets of 1920s Wizarding Paris. The scale of this portal is something that you have to see in person, as it is absolutely breathtaking. Battle at the Ministry has a 40-inch height requirement. This is another motion simulator dark ride that uses an omnidirectional style vehicle. Just like the Monsters Unchained ride, this uses both screens and animatronics, but in a much different way. There are a lot of stairs in this line, so make sure you let a team member know if you need assistance. I will link our accessibility guide below in the description. Just a heads up, if you are wanting to walk through the Metro Flu with like the flu powder effect, it only goes off once per party, which we didn't know until after Tashi went through first. So just make sure you know that before you try and get a video. Honestly, the queue is so amazing that it helped pass the time without feeling like torture. If you are a fan of the Harry Potter books or movies, you will love all the hidden details and Easter eggs throughout the line.
We're in line for Ministry of Magic. When we first got in line, it was only an hour and 20-minute wait. And then when we were in the outside part of the line, the ride broke down. And we waited about an hour outside. So now we're inside, and we'll see how long it takes us to get through. And I will say now that the line is like moving, it's moving at, I would say, a pretty good pace. Yeah. So even though we have a long way to go because we have only made it to the front part of the ride, hopefully it won't take too much longer, but I know there's a lot to get through. And there's a lot to look at, which is fantastic. We'll see how long this takes us. I'm a wimp when it comes to standing in line. Jared did how many parks yesterday?
3.
In the August Florida heat. I did not. He got up early and rope dropped. So he has an excuse to be tired. My excuse is that I'm just a baby. So hopefully it'll be worth it.
We were starving by the time we got out of the ride, so we stopped at Café de la Sirène. I know I butchered that. I'm so sorry. I really tried to practice, but it's hard. This quick service restaurant is located near the entrance to the portal. Once we entered, we were greeted by a team member and they asked about our seating preferences. It was faster to grab a table outside, and while I was really worried about the heat, I was not disappointed by our choice. It was absolutely lovely sitting outside of this restaurant. It was covered and there was a nice breeze and they had fans. We really felt like we were sitting on the streets of Paris. The vibes are immaculate here. Once we were seated, we were allowed to scan the QR code on the table and place our order.
We just did the Battle at the Ministry. I loved it. I hate waiting in lines, and I would say that that is worth the wait. That was a ton of fun. It is a mixture of real sets and screens. One point, I thought one of the animatronics was like just an actor because it was such a good animatronic. I did not get sick. I did take a Dramamine before, and I wore the C-bands, and I didn't have any issues with motion sickness. I thought it was phenomenal and very different than anything else that I've been on. Jared has some other thoughts.
I do not discredit their creativity and just the immersion of everything. 10 out of 10. The, I guess, graphics of everything, it just becomes a lot of screens with animatronics, the mixture of the two. Just huge screens. They're very three-dimensional without glasses, which is awesome. We wait 2 hours to be put in different rooms of screens and moving along them. I loved it. I loved being a part of the show, it felt like. I would much rather be strapped to a roller coaster and go 60 miles an hour in different directions and go inverted. That's just my ride preference, but I am not at all discrediting the creative team, because to put all of that together and create sets and a storyline is amazing. It's just what I prefer.
For drinks, I ordered the lavender lemonade and Jared got the Wizard's Brew. My lavender lemonade was so good and I could have had 5 of them. For food, I tried the baguette and Jared ordered the steak, and that's what we're gonna call it. I'm gonna put the actual names on the screen for you so you know. That way I don't embarrass myself further. We thoroughly enjoyed both of these dishes, and of course we needed dessert. Halfway through our meal, we placed an order for the butterbeer crepe. This is an expensive dessert, but very shareable and worth it if you like butterbeer. After lunch, we explored the portal. The windows here are so stinking incredible. Even if you don't have an interactive wand, there are plenty of creatures hiding within the shop windows that are moving. And if you listen closely, you can hear wizards having conversations and creatures causing some mischief. If you do have an interactive wand, I would highly recommend heading to the place Café, I'm probably saying that wrong too, as there are lots of spells back there to cast. As I was exploring, I heard Jared's voice off in the distance and I found him chatting with some wonderful wizarding students.
There I go. I'm in the direction.
Take a go to my favorite shops and look there instead. Oh, yes, what shop are you thinking? I would love the jewelry store. I love the
She knows the city better than everyone. She knows.
I have a Hello.
He's not causing you any problems, is he?
I told him about the necklace.
He just described it in a really macabre way, but yeah.
He also gets very distracted very easily. That's
My kind of guy.
they have a lot in common, actually.
I see you have I don't know Lumos charm to your face. It is beautiful.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
Shining there.
We headed back to Dark Universe because a lovely team member informed us that the monster and his bride would be meeting around 4 o'clock. I was beyond thrilled to be the first in line because the way that these characters emerge is just beautifully dramatic. This character interaction did not disappoint, and I loved every single second.
Friends.
She believes so.
Show of hands.
No claw.
Safe. For now. Be cautious when the sun sets.
Must be Jade.
Yes, with silver light. To be safe.
She has silver. She's been wearing silver.
Silver like me.
I watch.
He doesn't trust me.
He's smart. He is
New
smart.
brain.
New brain. Bad brain.
Yes.
So as you can see, we have ended up back in Darkmoor. I really could just live here, but I got another crossbow because Jared drank mine earlier. Whether he wants to admit it or not, he did. We didn't spot Igor. We came back over here originally because Monsters Unchained had it was posted 15? 10. It ended up being a complete walk-on. So we rode that again, got the crossbow, and then we're gonna go shop for a little bit. And we really still want to ride my Mario Kart, but that has been, have we seen it under, we haven't even seen it like an hour. Under, like, not 75, not 60 minutes. So we are trying to catch that at least 60 minutes, but it's been a huge line all day. But we hope to end up back here to end our night at Darkmoor to see it all lit up. But I hope we see Igor, but we're gonna shop. We're gonna shop for a little bit.
Dr. Pretorius Scientific Oddities is a small shop filled with so many Bride of Frankenstein Easter eggs. You can see some of his experiments and spot the ones that have escaped. This is also connected to the monster makeup experience where you can get your face painted like a monster. Across at the Manor Shop was where I was able to pick up my souvenir, which was the Dark Universe soundtrack on vinyl, and I got it shipped home. And finally, the moment we had been waiting for, we ran into Igor, and y'all, buckle up. He is worth the price of admission.
Is it gonna eat me? What?
It rolls.
Yeah, what the? It's a cart. Carts roll, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, look at your cart. It's huge.
No, I rolled it into this ditch last night. It's not my driving. I got scared. Okay, I heard like a woo. I thought it was a werewolf. Turns out it was just one of the hounds over at the Burning Blade. And when I woke up, finished peeing myself, realized the cart was in the mud. Oh yeah, that would be the dumbest thing you could possibly do. Way to try to train your monster to be an idiot.
What
No,
collections do you have over there?
Oh, you want to know? Come on.
Yeah. You're working hard, it looks like.
Well, okay.
Scrolls, bolts.
Yeah, I see it, yes. You got the power of the cart. Run them over. The power of carts and smokers.
Has this run over
Are
anybody?
these natural or?
Yes, actually they are.
Sick.
Don't tell him that.
I'm coming back. No.
He's getting a little too excited. That
No,
you
I
might
have to
be
wait till she dies to get there. But there's more. I need a pin in that. I'm coming back. You guys. This is a monkey's paw. Do you know about it? It bestows ill will on all those who possess it. Yes. But that is a bunch of bull slug. Do you know why?
Why?
Monkeys don't have paws.
Okay.
Oh yes! Oh look at you! You are like a doctor in your own right. Yes. This is a piece of papyrus paper from the mummy, a Nox on the Moon. Do you know her?
Oh.
You know her? Yes. We keep her in the manor under wraps. yes. He's so dumb. Yes. We thought this was an ancient spell. Turns out it's just an ancient recipe for falafel. Yes! To answer your question, Igor has made the falafel, and he felt awful. These, come closer. These are the original bolts from Henry Frankenstein's original monster. You like them?
Yes.
Yes, I thought you would get the charge out of those. Anyways, these are left eyeballs, and these are right eyeballs. Right? Yep. No, these are left. Right?
No, they're left.
How can you tell outside of the jar?
Well, these were the ones that were left, and these are the right eyeballs. Come on, man. Hey, we're delicious. And this is John and Jane. They are married or brother and sister. John and Jane. Doe. John and Jane Doe. I dug them out last night. These were the ones that I was telling you about. I was running my cart, rode it off the road, peed myself, all that drama.
Yes.
This is what I was trying to do. And now my cart is stuck in the mud. He is tickling me. That is weird. You should not tickle people. You told me to. I tell you to tickle me. I said, Igor push cart, you push Igor, not tickle me. Okay, here we go. Does he tickle you all the time?
All right, last one. You got this.
Can I push you?
What? On three.
On three or after three?
1, 2, 3.
3.
1,
Wait till 3. Wait till 3.
2. No, I can't do this. I'm good. I'm good.
Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge finally dropped to 60 minutes, so we headed to Super Nintendo World. If you watched our previous video, you know how I feel about this land. As a girl who loves this fandom, this portal is visually everything I had hoped for, but is an extremely overstimulating experience. But my kids didn't want to ride this attraction when we came, so I was very excited to be able to explore this queue and ride the ride. Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge is an augmented reality dark ride and has a 40-inch height requirement. The sets in this queue were everything I had hoped they would be and more. We had so much fun reading the books and just taking it all in. Seriously, any Mario fan will appreciate the details put into this attraction.
Mario, I challenge you guys. It's what the house. Come to my castle and don't chicken out.
How'd that go?
As far as the ride goes, it was not for me. I was beyond excited about it, and it was a lot of fun, but it just is a lot. It's a lot going on, and it's hard to tell what you're doing. However, it is still fun, and if you have the chance to ride it, I would say go ahead and do it once, but this was a one and done for me. Super Nintendo World is stunning at night, and we noticed it was less crowded. I was even able to play some games without feeling I was taking them away from a child. We ended our evening exploring Dark Universe at night. It absolutely lived up to my expectations and was even more perfect than I had hoped for. I have said this before, and I will say it again. Epic Universe at night is superior. The way this park comes to life when the sun sets is my favorite part of this theme park experience. It's magical, and the storytelling just gets even better. The Universal creative team just deserves all their flowers for this design. On the way out, we couldn't resist stopping into Moon Chip Chocolate and Celestial Treats for some late night snacks. I grabbed the cookies and cream cheesecake star, and Jared got the Captain Cacao caramel apple. Both were delicious.
Woo! I think I am more exhausted today than I was with the kids because I think I was like, oh, we can do this.
went
We can
harder.
power. We don't
Yeah,
have the kids, so we'll
absolutely.
just power through. Okay.
Shout out to Tashi and Brandon for leading us through Epic Universe.
I would say we knocked out. What did we knock out? We knocked out
Oh.
everything.
So much.
What was your favorite part?
Back in Ministry of Magic, I think, even though the ride was a lot of screens, but just the immersion of the land is just untouchable. Yeah.
Mine is pretty easy. Mine is meeting Bride,
Yeah, Brian
the monster, and Igor.
friend.
And Igor.
We went there at least 4 different times.
We
in
did.
and out of the portal. It was great.
Thanks for your patience,
Yes.
Tashi and Brandon.
Yep. No, it was awesome.
That was my favorite land by far.
Yep.
But
Yep.
I would say you can accomplish a lot with or without kids here.
Yes. Yep.
And just stay hydrated. It's
Yep.
August. It was miserable, but also there's a lot of places to go inside.
Yeah, we spent tons of times in the queues, in shops, restaurants, grabbing just waters,
Yep,
little
it's-
foods. We got so much food in.
Yeah, we
could
did.
probably do a food review.
We're not foodies.
No.
We like everything.
We just like food.
Yes, we
I
just like food. We have no palate. That's not what we're here for. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
And we'll see you soon. Bye.